thank you so much for joining me tonight. So much fun. So let me know where you're from. Hi, Melody. Let me know where you're from. I'm so excited to be joining you guys tonight. So what I really, really wanted to talk to you about is that feeling of failure. I've been talking to a lot of people lately who are just stuck in this place where they're saying that I feel like a failure. I'm looking at people who are absolutely killing it on Instagram or killing it on Facebook or traveling or buying a house or getting married, and I feel like I'm such a failure. And what I really want to do is address that. What I really want to make sure that you realize is that you are not a failure. Some of you guys are like 18 years old being like, oh my God, I feel like I'm a failure. You have your whole life ahead of you. You have so much that you can do. And if you stay in this negative vibration of feeling like you're a failure, you're going to continue to vibrate at that level. And that's all you're going to see. So what I want to talk to you about is why you're feeling like that, why it's not true, and what you need to do to get completely out of that state so you can start to work from a place of empowerment and therefore create the life that you want and get the goals and get the achievements that you want. So, and I think that my audio is working. Hi guys, thank you so much for joining. Hi from the UK, hi from Toronto. Cool. So happy that you guys are here. Amazing. So the first thing that I want to talk to you about is a lot of people start to think, oh my God, I'm a failure. Oh my God, I am not good enough. I'm not killing it yet. I'm going live and people are not noticing me, or I'm posting something and I'm not getting as high engagement as I want. And what I want to say to that is, first off, if you feel like you're a failure, if you feel like you're not doing good enough, if you feel like there's an area that you need to improve, I want you to take a look at what it is that you're doing and ask yourself, is this something that I really want to be doing? Am I doing this thing because it aligns to my goals, it aligns to the type of life that I want to create, it aligns to where I see myself in 5 years, it aligns to doing something that really, really fulfills me. Make sure that you're first and foremost doing something that aligns to who you truly are and what's going to make you happy. Because too often I see people who see a successful fashion blogger or they see successful whatever and they say, she looks happy, she looks rich, she looks like she's making money, she has cool outfits, so I'm just gonna go do what she's doing. But here's the thing, the reason why she's killing it or really good at what she's doing is because that's in alignment for her. She's taken her skills, her experience, what she loves to do, what she naturally does, what she would do even if she wasn't getting paid. She's applied her time to that, and that's why she's killing it. If you just try to be a copy of someone else, you're always going to be second. You're always going to be comparing. You're always going to not feel good enough. So instead of being a copy of someone else, I'd love for you to just do a complete detox of social media, a complete detox of distractions and friends for an evening or an afternoon. Get yourself a glass of wine, grab a journal, and think about, what do I really want? Okay, because the thing that you really want, you might not even know that job exists. When I came up with the idea for Yes Supply, I didn't know that this sort of thing existed. I didn't know that the coaching industry existed. I thought Tony Robbins and Bob Proctor were public speakers. I didn't know that you could get paid to work with someone one-on-one and help them transform their life, and that was even a thing. I didn't know that there would be a market for it. I didn't know that there was going to be thousands and thousands of women who needed the kind of thing that I had to offer, that I literally would do if I wasn't getting paid, because I just enjoy doing it so much and I just have so much fun doing it. And so that could be the exact same thing for you. There could be something out there that, because you just don't have anyone in your circle that does it, or you just haven't stumbled across the website that talks about it, or whatever it is, there could be something out there that you are going to be absolutely perfect at. You just don't know it exists yet. And the best way to do it is to, again, clear away all the distractions, clear away what everyone's saying in your ear, that they say that you need to go to college and become a doctor, and become a lawyer, and do all the things that everyone else is trying to get you to do. And just think about what you want to do. And actually, I have a really great workbook on my website. You can get it for free. I don't even have it set up that you need to opt in, so you can get it without even putting your email in right now. And it's called the Master Your Yes Workbook. And the exercises in there are the exact exercises that I did when I was trying to figure out my life. So I was working at a job that I just absolutely could not stand. Like, I legitimately was crying as I was getting ready for work because I was just so unhappy, so unfulfilled, so just not living in alignment of what I wanted to do. And I was like, how did I get into this rut? Why do I feel so trapped? How did I even get here? Right? And so one day I was just completely fed up, and I just grabbed a journal and I was like, you know what? If I can't find a job, if no one's going to give me an opportunity, I'm going to figure it out for myself. And I just journaled down all the things that I like to do, all the things that I wanted to do, the way that I wanted to make an impact in the world, that sort of thing. And I came up with the idea for Yes Supply. I didn't know if it was going to work, but what I did was I took inspired action. Okay, guys? So write that down, think about it, inspired action. So are you ever, walking home from work, or you're in the shower, or you're tidying up, and all of a sudden this crazy good idea comes into your head, and you're like, oh my God, that'd be so cool if I could do that. That is inspired action. So when you're not stressed out and distracted by social media, and you're getting these little downloads of incredible information into your head, that is either your subconscious mind or the universe or God or whatever you believe in telling you, hey, like, they're literally shaking you like, this is what you're meant to do. This is what I've trying to been telling you all this time. You've been so busy freaking out that you haven't just stopped to think about what you could actually do to live a really fulfilling life and do things that make you really, really happy. So when you get those little downloads of inspiration where you're like, oh my God, that would be amazing, that is what you were meant to do. You will not desire something that you are not meant to do. That's why I have never been inspired to become a chef, because as much as I like cooking, I'm just not meant to be a chef, right? That's why I've never been inspired to become a firefighter. Firefighters are really freaking cool, and they save lives, and they are awesome. That's just not what I'm meant to do. There's a specific reason why I've never had that desire, because that is not why I was put on this earth. So the thing that you have that strong desire for, not just the thing that you see someone else doing and you're kind of jealous of them and you kind of want to live that lifestyle, so that's why you like it, but the thing that's like deep down where you're like, holy crap, if I could do that, my life would be the best ever. And it seems a little scary, and it seems a little bit out of your reach, but you really wish it could happen. That's the thing that you're meant to do. And guess what? If you stay in your comfort zone, your life is going to stay the same. It does take you getting outside of your comfort zone. It does take you asking for what you want, only taking yes for an answer, right? My motto. It does take you stretching a little bit, but when you stretch and you do the things that you've always wanted to do, that's how you'll get to that next step, and that's how you'll figure out the path. You don't have to know the whole map to get there. You just have to take that first inspired step. I see a comment here from Viviana Pina saying that she studied fashion merchandising, which is so cool because I actually did too. A bit of photography, and people around me just see it as a superficial career. See, so that's why you really need to have a supportive community around you as well. Thanks so much for adding that, by the way. That's why you need to have a supportive community around you as well who get you. The people who are in your family or your current friends, they might not get you, and they also might be a little bit intimidated and a little bit scared because you want to do something that's a little bit bigger than what everyone else is doing. And here's the thing, if you change and you start doing better and you get this new career and you're traveling, they have to change too. And that can be very, very scary for somebody who does not want to change and who does not want to create a bigger, badder life, right? I see another comment here from Caddy B. I'm 35 and would love to meet my soulmate. I'm a single mom, halfway through psychology degree, and I don't get to socialize much. So that's really cool. I'm not really like a relation. My relationship's awesome, so I'm really happy about that, and I love to give relationship advice to my friends. I'm not really a relationship coach, but what I do know is that when you become the truest version of yourself, the most fulfilled version of yourself, the happiest version of yourself, that's when you will attract the best mate. If you're desperate and searching for that person, you're gonna attract somebody else who's desperate and searching, and it's not gonna work out. What I would say to you, Laddie B, Caddy B, what I would say to you is work on becoming the best, most fulfilled, most confident version of yourself, most energetic, most kindest, most loving. And when you vibrate that energy off you, you are going to be so irresistible that you're going to make new friendships. Maybe the people who are in your class, you're going to make new friendships with them. Maybe you're going to strike up a conversation with the guy at Starbucks and make a new friend that way. You're going to have such an incredible vibration that you're going to create new incredible relationships, friends maybe, or coworkers, or whatever that is. And the right person is just going to walk into your life and you're not even going to see it coming. Because again, you're going from that low vibration all the way up to that high vibration. When you're at that high vibration, good things literally just magnetize into your life. You don't even have to think twice about it. So I'm not going to go super deep into relationships, but definitely become the best version of yourself, and the best version of everything else is going to attract you, believe me. So anyway, going back to failure, what I want to share with you is that if you're feeling a little bit like a failure, the only way that you've actually really failed is if A, you don't do anything when you get that inspired action, or B, you start and then you give up. You do one live stream and nobody comments on it and then you just stop. Or you post a blog and nobody writes a comment and you just stop. The key is consistency. The key is in your mind already having the success that you want, already believing that it's possible for you, and continuing to do the work on the physical plane until you see it manifest into your real reality. Okay, so these things take time. When you see that person who has 100,000 followers on Instagram, or you see that person who's super successful and super happy, they did not just wake up like this. They did not just throw up a website and the next day they were killing it. It took them time. They had to believe. They had to do the work before they had the proof, the evidence that it was actually going to work out for them. And that's the hardest part. And that's where 95% of people will stop. So if you can be that 5% that keeps going even when there's no evidence, which we call faith, you keep going because you have faith that it will work out for you, that's when it will start to appear for you. And so you're gonna have to do things that are a little uncomfortable. You might have to do things that you've never done before, but once you just kind of break through that comfort zone and you start doing it, you're gonna be like, holy crap, that was fun, that was exciting, it was really good to get out of my comfort zone, let's do it again. Okay, so choose the thing that you would want to do regardless. And even if it doesn't work out the first month, the second month, the first 6 months, it doesn't matter. Choose the thing that you would want to do for life, because whatever vocation you go into, you're going to be a student for life. When I started my blog, I didn't just take one course and read one book and I was like, yes, I'm good to go. I'm always learning. I'm always reading new books. I'm always getting a new program. I'm always getting a new certification. I'm trying to get better and better and better every single day so that I become a master of what I'm good at and what I love to do, so I can help teach other people who are a few steps behind me who want to become masters at the same thing as me, okay? And the same thing can happen for you, but you have to take that first step. You have to stop seeing yourself as that employee and start seeing yourself as that CEO. You have to stop being that follower and start seeing yourself as that leader. And if you're not seeing yourself as that person, ask yourself why, and ask yourself, what is one thing that I can do today to be a little bit more of a leader, right? What is one thing that I can do today to stand out? And if everybody is going left, what's one thing that I can do today to go right and do something a little bit different? Because that is what's going to make the difference, and that is what is going to make you stand out. So don't let the instant gratification of this world that we live in fool you, right? It's like we go on Instagram, we post a photo, and we expect to get likes in seconds, and we expect to make the money in seconds. Stuff like this, especially starting a business, you have to be in it for the long haul. So even though we're programmed to click a button and the TV's on, and click a button and be able to order a pizza or whatever, we're so used to that instant gratification. But for those really big goals that you want to accomplish, you have to be able to concentrate, you have to be able to focus, and you have to recognize that you are going to need to be in it for the long haul. So just fall in love with it, fall in love with the process. get a little bit less fixated on the outcome. Of course, have that goal and know what you want to accomplish, but don't get so fixated on the outcome that you can't enjoy the journey as well, because the journey is the magical part. The people that you meet along the way are the magical part. The people that you socialize with, the first customer that you sign up, that's the cool part. And think about it, when you get to the end, you're gonna be retired. Or I'm gonna be dead. Like, that's no fun. Like, enjoy it. Like, have fun every single day. Make friends with the people that you meet in class. Just find little ways to have fun and celebrate. At the end of the day, if you did something really freaking cool, go get a glass of champagne or pour yourself a bubble bath, or buy yourself something buy yourself a cute candle off of Amazon. Some little ways to just like have some gratitude that you accomplished, and like enjoy the everyday just as much as you would enjoy that outcome. Right? Because a lot of people think, oh, I'll be happy when I get that $1 million. I'll be happy when I reach that outcome. But how many people do we see that have all that and are not happy yet? So it's not that money or reaching that outcome that is going to make you happy. Of course, it's great to make 5-figure months. And of course, it's great to get those clients that pay you thousands of dollars. And yes, that's amazing. But at the end of the day, the happiness depends on you. You could literally have a client that pays you $3,000 and still feel like shit that day if you don't decide to be in charge of your emotions. So at the end of the day, it's all entirely up to you. And that's why I say have the emotion first, feel the good feeling first, and then all the things that you want to come to you will easily be attracted to you, instead of hoping that they come and then you'll feel good. Don't wait to feel good. You can decide to feel good right now. So I just gonna answer some questions. Jen says I'm such a light. Jen, we should go for coffee soon. Thank you, Viviana. Thank you, Catty B. What about the financial side? I love robust, but I need income, and that takes time, but I need to pay rent. Yes, we all have to pay rent. I love robust. I don't know really what you mean by this, to be honest, so you might want to ask me again while I'm here. Things take time. So what I would say is look at how much time things are taking you, and if you feel like it's taking you too much time, ask yourself, am I focusing on money-making activities? This is another big thing. This month in the collective, I'm focusing all on productivity tools to help you make the most out of your time and really value your time, so that at the end of the day, you're not like, where did my whole day go? So if you're not part of the collective, sign up. It's only $20 a month, and I'm giving you some incredible tools to help you be so productive, get so much more done, and focus on the things that are actually your priority. So if you've been running a business for way too long and you're still not making money and you're still not able to pay your rent, this is when it's time for you to make that shift and be like, am I focusing on money-making activities? Because at the end of the day, your business is not a hobby. It has to make you money. And so think about, where am I spending my time? Maybe you're spending too much time just on social media trying to get followers, and you haven't really put any thought yet into, how do I convert these into customers? How do I show them the incredible value that I have, that they can purchase something from me and actually enjoy it, and in exchange give you money in exchange for that. So if you've been wanting to start a business, if you've been wondering, how do I get those first clients, there's literally thousands of dollars worth of value in the collective for only $20 a month. And there's everything like that. Everything from how to find your purpose and turn it into a business idea, how to set up the foundation of your business. So everything from branding, finding your niche, getting your website set up, and even negotiation tips to find that ideal client and negotiate for a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 client. Like, there's some incredible stuff in there, and then you get access to me, you get access to my community, you can ask any questions at all. So if you've been doing this for too long and you feel like, I'm not really making any money and I've been doing this for a year, you definitely want some help, and the community that I have is really going to help push you forward. So I would definitely head to yessupply.co/collective. I can add this for you at the bottom, and you can just sign up. So now I see Stasia. Everyone's asking about productivity. So Stasia's asking about tips for overworking or maintaining a life balance. I have a difficult time deciding where to stop and take a break. 100%, a lot of people have that issue, especially when you are working on something that you love. So here's the thing. You definitely don't want to cut back on sleep. I'm just adding the link for you guys for the collective. Definitely go sign that out and join. I would love to meet you. But in terms of overworking, you definitely need to have a balance. So I have everything in my schedule. I have when I do laundry in my schedule. I have break time in my schedule. I have times that I go on social media in my schedule, because what most people do, and like literally 9 out of 10 people do this, so don't be embarrassed if this is one of you. You have a project that you need to work on. You have a report that you need to finish. You have a blog or a website that you're trying to build, but your cell phone's sitting right here. And so you pick it up, and you pick it up, oh, well, I got 2 more legs, so you put it down. 5 minutes later, you're picking it up again. Like the average person picks up their phone 150 times a day. How much work are you getting done if you're picking up your phone 150 times a day? So what you want to do is, if you want to get more done in less time, you need to schedule it into your calendar, and you need to make sure that you're getting yourself into a state of flow. I'm talking about that this month when I'm giving away all the productivity tips in the collective. So honestly, sign up. It's going to be one of the best investments you ever make, and it's only $20. But you need to give yourself the chance to get into the state of flow so you're focusing on the thing that you want to do. Now you need to make sure that you're scheduling time for yourself. Schedule time to clean your house, schedule time to make dinner, schedule time to see your friends. Like, you need to have that balance, or else you're going to turn into a crazy person. And if you're not seeing people, you're not, engaging with people, you're not even going to know how to communicate with people. And at the end of the day, your business is selling to people. So you need to have that balance in your life. Another thing too is, you need to make sure that you're getting enough sleep. There's so many studies that show that people who get less than 5 hours of sleep 3 nights in a row, they start to function at the same level as somebody who's intoxicated, and they don't even realize that they are. So imagine trying to get a whole bunch of shit done in your business and you're drunk. It's not gonna work. But if you're not getting enough sleep, you're not having that work-life balance, you're not gonna feel good. So like every morning I wake up, I do my meditation, I journal, I have breakfast with my fiance, I go to the gym, I do a day of work, and I have time for me. I have time to relax. I have time to go see my family. I have time to see friends. Like, it's really, really important to make sure that you have that balance. And remember that, like, you're probably not an open heart surgeon. You're probably not fighting fires or saving lives. So somebody who has an urgent email for you, they probably are not dying. So make sure that you are also, like, practicing self-love and taking time for yourself, because if you're not taking that time for yourself, you are not going to be able to help anyone else. You have to fill up your own cup before you can pour into anyone else's cup. So someone says, I love to jump. I don't know what that means. Stasia says the collective is amazing. Thanks, Stasia. Woohoo. Someone likes my shirt. Awesome. Hi, Jasmine. Cool. Awesome, guys. So let's just finish up. Don't let the instant gratification fool you. Stay in it for the long haul. If something's not working and you're feeling like you're a failure, it does not mean give up. It just means look at what's kind of working and what's not working. Drop what's not working. Do more of what is working. Another great thing is modeling. If you're not doing the best, but you see someone out there who's killing it, take a look at what is working for them. I'm not saying copy people, because I do not want you to be a second-rate version of someone else. I want you to be the best version of yourself. But it is still important to look at what is working for other people. Study the most successful people in their industry. They probably know what they're doing. That's why they're the most successful. And success always leaves clues. So take a look at the clues of the people that you admire and look up to are, but then after that, shut off the computer, shut off the social media, because you do not want to spend 50 hours looking at what everyone else is doing and then not taking the time to actually create what you want to create. Another thing that I just really want to share with you guys is to not be afraid of negative feedback or negative comments. I have so many people that are like, I want to put myself out there, I want to start a blog, I want to start a website, but what if someone doesn't like it? What if someone judges me? What if someone thinks I'm stupid? Or who am I to do this? And I want you to say, F that completely. For every one person who might not agree with what you're saying, there's 100 people that need to hear your message and need to hear it from you. They need to hear it in the specific way that you are going to share the content. They need to hear it from your story. They need to hear it from someone who looks like you, who sounds like you, who talks like you. So do not worry about that one person. That one person can go read another blog. that one person can go watch another YouTube channel. Like, why would you worry about the one person who's trying to shit on your parade rather than the 100 people who probably love what you have to say? And chances are those one person who is trolls, they don't really have a life. They just sit there and they hate on people all day. And just, I wouldn't even want to think about how terrible and annoying their life probably is, because they probably don't have much of a social life if all they do is just go around on the internet and troll people. And usually if somebody is negative, they're just projecting their negative feelings about themselves onto someone else, especially if they're doing it to you for absolutely no reason. So do not let the one person who you're afraid of, who might not like what you have to say, stop you from living your life. Like, imagine being 70 years old and looking back on your life and being like, I had this really cool idea for a blog, and I think it could have changed the world, but I was so afraid of one person who might not like it that I didn't do it. And imagine you regret your whole life because you were so afraid of, that's crazy, guys. Don't do that. Worrying is just praying for the worst case scenario. Any thought that is not serving you, I want you to immediately remove that from your head and replace it from a thought that serves you in getting to your goal. This is exactly what I did when I was starting Yes Apply, because believe me, I was shy, I was introverted, I was afraid of all the negative outcomes, but anytime a thought came into my head, I would ask, is this thought serving me? And if the answer was no, I would shoo it away out of my head like a fly and replace it with a thought that is serving me, and I am proof that it is possible for you. So please do not give up on your goals. Do not feel like a failure if something has not worked out. It's just an opportunity for you to take a look at what is working and what might not be working, and just pivot. Just pivot, just work on the strategy, just keep going, because it is worth it. There's someone out there that really needs your message from you. There's someone out there. And honestly, it just kills me to think about how many people are writing out ideas for blogs and businesses and things that they really want to do, and then just stuffing the journal in a closet and it just withering away when you could do something really, really cool and really, really awesome with your life. So if you have any questions on this and you're watching the replay, send me a DM. I love getting questions from you guys. I love answering you guys. And it also gives me more ideas for my live streams, which I love coming on here and talking to you about. So have the best evening. If you are not feeling so good, take that idea out of your head, replace it with one that, you know what, at least I tried. At least I did something that 99% of people were not willing to do, and take that feeling of accomplishment and use that to empower you, to propel you forward. And believe me, if you have that desire in your mind, it is possible for you and it can happen for you, but it is up to you to get out of your comfort zone to make it happen. No one else can do it for you. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for everyone who watched the end. Thank you so much for everyone who is watching the replay. I love you guys so much. And I will talk about that soon, Jessica. Feeling scared to put your face on your blog. Put your face on your blog, but I will talk about it soon. So press the thing to get notifications when I post so you don't miss it. And please, if you have someone in your life who is not feeling good today, they're feeling like a failure, they're feeling like they tried really hard and didn't work out, please hit the share button and share this with them. I want to reach more people. I want to help people really believe in themselves and see that anything that they want to create is possible for them. And this message could literally change someone's life or help them pull out a journal full of business ideas out of their closet and make something happen. So please hit the share button, share on your Facebook page, share on your Instagram page. I love you guys so much. Have the best night. Mwah.